Hello and welcome to Start to Finish Adaptive Release. This video will trace the steps involved in creating an assignment that is usable or reusable and shareable. This assignment is going to be made through the Collaboration tab, and one assignment will be used multiple times to release to specific periods on specific dates. In this training class, we will head down to homework version 3. Please note that content folders were pre-made for this video. If you don't have it, you will need to create content folders. All right. Going into period 1, we find there is no content. So we go to Discover Content, Assignment, and Go. Now this situation will simulate looking for an assignment in the Discover Content but not finding it. And when this occurs, we simply close out of the Discover Content window and we head over to the Collaboration tab. Within the Collaboration tab, since I am looking for content I created, I type in my username, rchang. That gives me a list of folders. I'll select one and begin searching for the file in here. Unfortunately, there is no file, or the file I'm looking for does not exist. So we build assignment. We give it a name, Start to Finish, Adaptive Release. Then we fill in content. I copied and pasted pre-existing content to as a shortcut. My selection there is to overwrite pre-existing versions of the same type of file. This is a reusable object and it is an assignment. The content area shows that in this video example, we first went to the Discover Content tool, but did not find what we were looking for. So we went to the Collaboration tab to find the item we desired. Keeping in mind that items that already exist can be found by searching in the Collaboration tab. The item that we wanted was not found. That was the Start to Finish Adaptive Release. So we created this assignment within the Collaboration tab. The key being assignments created within the Collaboration tab is both discoverable and reusable. I will also add 2 video links at the bottom. One will be to using the Adaptive Release video. So I select it, move up to the link tool, and in this first attempt, I will paste an error, or that's not a link. So I have to go back, copy the correct link, and Control V to paste it. Okay. We'll put it in a new window and insert. Although you can't see it, there's an insert button there. So now you see that the link is live. This link down here that I need to create is actually the video that you are currently listening to. So when it's finished, I will edit that video in. We can lock a file to prevent any further changes. That's a personal choice. And then we submit. Great. Now within the rchang content, I can double check for the file that I created. And that's not it. There it is, Start to Finish Adaptive Release. So I choose it and copy it. Where am I going to copy it to? That's the destination. And we browse. And since we know we want this in one of our classes, we go to Class Content. And it happens to be this train underscore CE, and we submit. So double check the destination and select if you want to overwrite existing files. Submit. Okay, now we need to navigate back to the original class, training class, and we will go into the homework version 3 content area, go into period 1, and now I can use the discover content tool, assignment and go. And if I scroll down, I will find start to finish adaptive release. So I click it and submit that. Sorry about the adjustment to the windows. Okay, now the assignment has been brought over. We need to give it a name specific to the period. So we'll say start to finish adaptive release period 1. Okay, so we scroll down. We just double check things. Remember, that's the video that I will edit in after this video is done. Okay, if we wish to attach additional files to this assignment, we can do so in this section. And if you recall, Browse My Computer allows you to search through your computer and attach files that exist on your computer, be it a desktop or a laptop. Once that's done, we enter a date specific to the period. In this case, we'll do it on April 1st. Add the points possible. We can add rubrics if we wish. Now in submission details, individual submission is most likely going to be used. Group submission only when you're absolutely sure that's what you want. Okay, then we submit. Now you see the assignment properly populated. We're going to do that again in period 2. I just clicked on period 1 to show you that the assignment exists. Okay, and I clicked on the video, and this error I expected, but you didn't. It's not a worry. It will work perfectly when you use it. Okay, now we're going to go back to the homework version 3 folder and go into period 2. Again, no files here, but we brought the correct file over so we can go to discover content, assignment, and go. Now we scroll down, identify the desired file, choose it, and then submit. And now, just as we did in the assignment for period 1, we type in a name specific to period 2. So start to finish adaptive release period 2. Then we scroll down and attach additional files as needed and set a due date. I will make this April 2nd. Add points possible. I'll do 25 to distinguish it from the period 1 assignment. And again, remember submission details, keep it at individual. And then submit. So now for period 2, we have the same assignment, but on a different date. Period 3, notice the adaptive release is placed on the content folder and not the individual file. So discover content, assignment, and go. And as we did in the 2 times before, find the file, select it, submit it. Then provide a name specific to the period. And then scroll down, attach additional files if needed, and set a due date. This one will be April 3rd. And points possible. Keeping in mind individual submission is usually going to be used. Make the assignment available, of course, and submit. And there is the third example. Okay. We're going to now log in as a student, as I just showed you, and the student goes into the class. And I'd like to show you the automated links. You notice future, way off in April. We have for period 1 due April 1st. So these are automatically created for the teacher. And there's the assignment and anything else that the student needs to do. Okay. If I go back, I see only period 1 content folder, not period 2 or period 3, because as a student, I'm enrolled in period 1. Now, the tricky part. So let me uncheck institution and personal. So we're only seeing assignments pertaining to the training class. Now we're in April, and you see all 3 links. This is the disadvantage. There's no workaround this currently. So I clicked on the correct one for period 1, and I notice that I can access and I can do everything with it. Now as a student from period 1, I'll go into this one, the April 2nd one, by mistake, and I'll click to go, and I get an item not available error. Well, it's not really an error, but it's just it's letting the student know you can't use this entry because it's for period 2. And if the student tries the 3rd one and tries, again, same message, because April 2nd and April 3rd were reserved for periods 2 and 3 respectively. So the student from period 1 has access only to the correct period 1 date and assignment. May be clear to some of us, but knowing our students, this will require some explanation. It's not ideal, and as I said, there is no workaround this currently. What it does do is provide the ability to create a single assignment and assign it to multiple periods on multiple separate dates, and it will show up to students correctly in all the modules, for instance, the 2 due modules. The disadvantage is that in the calendar, the student will see all 3 or 4 or 5 links. Granted, the only link that will work for the student is the link that is specific and associated to her or his period. So that concludes the video start to finish adaptive release. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any further questions, as always, email me or come see me in room 304. Thank you very much.